Only on NBC5 tonight, the Tokyo Olympic Games have officially begun. And while it's a special time for all patriotic Americans and lovers of sport, for a few local residents, it means much more. NBC5's Brigham Harris caught up with one local Olympian today, nearly 50 years after he competed among the world's best. He's now live in studio. Brigham?
Well, Anna, as you know, it's not every day you get to chat about Olympics with an Olympian. Needless to say, I enjoyed the conversation, but the Olympic story of this Josephine County resident is different than any other. In 1973, 17-year-old George Mount had never watched an Olympic event. 3 years later, the Grants Pass resident nearly made it to the podium at the 1976 Montreal Olympic Games in cycling.
Well, I finished in the sprint for second place, wound up 6 overall, which for an American, nobody got in the top 40 or 50 since 1912 or something like that.
Despite not having been raised in an athletic family, Mount finished 6th at the Montreal Games. Now, almost 50 years later, he says he's still riveted when watching the games. In fact, he is immediately flooded with memories of one of the greatest moments of his life.
It's a lot of pomp, and it's a lot of ceremony, and that stuff's great. And all the stuff that they talk about, the goodwill of the nations getting together, it's all true. It's all I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
He says a day in the life of an Olympic athlete is nothing short of tiring.
My particular event was 112 miles long, so you're training, 400 or 500 miles a week on your bike, so eating is like, that's number 2. Aside from training, the number 2 is eating and sleeping.
Now, he lives a much more relaxed lifestyle. Mount says although he only breaks out the bike every once in a while, he's still very passionate about the sport.
It's turned out to be almost sort of therapy for a lot of people that from back in the day, and to get together with their old buddies and realize life isn't so bad, and you can still hop on your bike and just have a little bike ride and have a good time.
Now, Mount acts as a sort of connector between local Olympians. He says finding a way to use his experience to the advantage of their special community is his next uphill climb.
If I can help myself and other Olympians reach out and inspire kids and stuff, to me that's total payback.
Not only a great guy, but a great athlete. Mount was inducted into the U.S. Bicycle Hall of Fame in 1997. He now oversees the ethics committee of the hall, and since his Olympic Games appearance, Mount has also spent time coaching young cyclists and working with wounded veterans. Reporting live in the studio, Brigham Harris, NBC5 News.